Hi everyone, welcome back. So, if you can't guess by the box, today's video is going to be Warhammer 40,000 Eldritch Omens box set that I've received from gamingfigures.com. I just want to say thanks to Gavin at Gaming Figures for sending this out to me. So I wanted to get hold of this because it's got Chaos Space Marines in there, new Chosen, and I was going to compare them to the Chosen Space Marines that were included in the Dark Vengeance box set, one of the starter sets that came out prior to 8th edition, or the last set that came out prior to 8th edition. So looking at the box, great picture on the back here of the contents. We get, in the contents here, we get a Warpsmith, 5 Chosen, a Forge Fiend on the side of Chaos, and for the Eldari, you get an Autarch, 3 Shroud Runners, and 5 Rangers. And I don't know if you can see pictures of the Autarch and the Warpsmith. So let's break into this, shall we? I know I'm a bit late to the party with regards to this box set, but it came out just after I'd spent money on the new Tau Codex, etc. And that took precedent over this, so I had to wait. So there we go, nice sea of grey plastic. So these are the Shroud Runners. Games Workshop Limited 2022, if you can see that on the grey. So, yep, fantastic. And we have the Chosen sprue. And this is the sprues for the Forge Fiend. So those are the Chaos. There's the Warpsmith. There's plenty of parts in there. I'm not seeing many options apart from a head swap. So you can have helmeted or unhelmeted by the look of it. I will probably go helmeted myself, but there you go. And again, Games Workshop 2022. And the Eldari Rangers, Games Workshop 2022, lovely. And the Autarch, which does have more options, as I understand it, male, female, and some different weapons fits. So right, okay, let's put that aside, let's get the rest of it out of the box. Great artwork, again, lovely. I do like these, that they include these in the box sets. I might actually frame that one, like I did my sister's Eldritch, Piety and Pain one. So plenty of bases. We've got a mix of potentially 28mm and 32mm there. We've got a oval base. We've got the flying bases for our Shroud Runners. The large oval base for the Forge Fiend, and 2 destruction sheets. Sorry, not destruction sheets, transfer sheets, decal sheets. Right, okay, let us break into the book. Let's have a look. Come on, get open. Right, here we go. So, we have the destruction manual. Fairly self-explanatory and straightforward. And we then have the Eldritch Omens booklet. So introduction, same as with Piety and Pain and Hexfire, and those that have come before. The Nakmund War, so this is set in the current campaign. Some information on Eldari Craft Worlds, just down here. And then you get information on the Eldari and the Black Legion. Now obviously they've gone for Black Legion. I will be painting mine up in the colours of the Crimson Slaughter, because that was the faction that was in Dark Vengeance, and when I got my Chaos Space Marines from Imperium, I have started painting them red. Dread Prophecy, Autarch, Medrael Galen was renowned amongst the clans of Siham as the Bloodied Fang. Her reputation for daring was well founded upon a record of spectacular victories in jet bike races, coupled with centuries of military conquests. Won first amongst the Aspect Shrines and then later while commanding her clan's war hosts. The Serpent Strikes. Right, so that's information. We then got the artwork again. And we have the pictures. And this time round, we actually managed to have all the miniatures on display, because there's only 16 miniatures in this count. So there's 7 this side, there's 9 that side. So 9 Eldari, 7 Chaos. And yeah, they look good. They do look good. Oh, tell a lie, tell a porcupine. It looks like there's a head swap for the axe as well. It looks like you can have a hammer, a war hammer, or a war axe. We then get into the rules. Mission 1, On the Run. Mission 2, Prey becomes Hunter. Theatre of War, Goliath Dawn. Tactical ruses, overwhelm, bring it down, prepare positions, wait to fire, plant mines, calibrated firing solutions, and equipment ruses, corrosive rounds, signal jammer, shield generator, circuit breakers, virus upload, voltaic charges. And voltaic charges are a weapon. Their range is 6 inches. They're a grenade, D6, strength 9, AP 0, and damage 1. Then we come into the missions proper, how they will be laid out and fought. And then Prey becomes Hunter. And then Assyriani Crusade rules and Chaos Space Marine Crusade rules. Now, the thing is despite coming out very close to the release of the Chaos Space Marines Codex, these Chaos Space Marines are still only listed as having 1 wound, but they're down as an elite's choice. Chosen champion. This unit contains 1 chosen champion and 4 chosen. It can include up to 5 additional chosen. So other than that, it's a fairly standard Space Marine stat line. Then there's like it's just a very short scene setting story there. And the Warpsmith has 3 attacks there, 4 wounds. Shroud Runners are 16-inch move, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 2+, strength 3, toughness 4, wounds 3, attacks 2, leadership 7, save 4+. The Autarch is a 7-inch move, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 2+, strength 3, toughness 3, wounds 5, attacks 4, leadership 9, save 3+. Rangers, movement 7 inches, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 2+, strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, 1 attack, leadership 7, and a 5-up save. That's not very good. And the Warpsmith is a 6-inch move, 3+ ballistic weapon skill, 2+ ballistic skill, strength 4, toughness 4, 4 wounds, 3 attacks, leadership 9, and a 2+ save. Your chosen are 6-inch move, ballistic skill 3+, weapon skill 3+, strength 4, toughness 4, 1 wound, 2 attacks, leadership 8, and a save of 3+. And the chosen champion is 6-inch move, 3+ weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength 4, toughness 4, 1 wound, 3 attacks, leadership 9, and a 3+ save. And the Forge Fiend hasn't really changed much as far as I'm aware. It's still much of its movement characteristic and abilities are dependent on how many wounds are remaining during the battle. So yeah, there you go. I may go for a Mauler Fiend. Let's have a look at the plastic, shall we? So this is the Chaos Space Marine transfer sheet. We've seen this before. It was included in the Hexfire box set. Printed 2018. It's quite nice quality. And this is printed in 2022, the Eldari Craft Worlds transfer sheet. So I will leave that there. Hopefully you're getting it all in, just so that you can see. You can pause the video and see exactly what's on the transfer sheets. But there's plenty of transfers to choose from, and they're all good quality. There's not much carrier film around the edges on these. So shall we start with the Eldari, and we'll start with the Autarch. So as you can see, we have 2 chest pieces. So one's female, one's not. We have the cloak and the main torso and one of the legs, the left leg. We have pistol, one pistol, one chainsword, one force lance, I'm going to assume, and what are probably splinter cannons, etc. We do have 2 different heads. So there's one head there, unhelmeted, and one with a helmet. I may go with the helmet. And we obviously have a banner pole. Yeah, I don't like banner poles. Nice little bit of Eldari scenery there to place your miniature on. And there you go, that's the plastic for the Autarch. Looking at the Rangers, these look great. There's some sort of little interactive device here. I'm sure I will read in the rules what that is. There's a little bit of flash there. Come on. A little bit of plastic string from where it was taken out the mould. But yeah, the Rangers look great. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are multi-part. They're probably all going to be monopose or single pose. There might be potentially some variation, but not much. I'm just trying to see what head options you have. So there's 1, 2, 3. 4. So I've made it that there's 6 hooded heads and 3 helmeted head and 3 unhooded and unhelmeted. So 3 bare. So that looks to be the extent of like head variation But yeah, the sculpting looks really great. Just looking at the, you know, this chappie slightly walking forward. There's one here, there's, don't know if you can see it, an arm with a hand on the pistol grip of the holster. That looks fabulous. Yeah, so those are the Rangers. Let's have a look at the Shroud Runners. Again, 2022 sculpt. And again, looking really lovely. Obviously with their computer aided design, they're able to pack these sprues out now a lot better than they used to. But yeah, we get a Ranger on the jet bike, a driver, and then we get a sharpshooter perched on the back on these. So it looks like we have two halves of the bike, and obviously the forward base of the nose cone and then the top of the nose cone. Looking at this, we've got some bear heads. I was just trying to see what variations we might have head-wise, and I'm not really seeing many. So we've got bear head helmet, bear head, another helmet, another helmet. So I've got 4 helmets so far. Yeah, I'm not seeing a massive amount of variation head-wise. There's a hooded head there. You could use, if you go with 5 hooded heads on your Rangers, you'll have a spare hooded head that you could probably pop onto one of your Rangers on the back of this bike. But it looks like the jet bike pilots have the hood and helmet moulded in to their body part as it is. So I've got 1, 2, just trying to locate the third pilot. Which I can't see at the moment. But we got 1 torso, 2 torso, 3, 4. Oh, it's possible that the 4th jet bike pilot has a separate hood, a separate head. But there you go. That is the Eldari sprues. Let's have a look at the Warpsmith. So Warpsmith, again, great sculpt. All these little mechadendrites, tendrils here that seem to form part of his cloak, they will attach on here for his backpack, so just be aware of that. So you have a choice of a bear head or a helmeted head. I will most likely go with the helmeted head. We have the force axe there, or the Warhammer, Thunderhammer. So yeah, great looking piece. Just trying to see. So the backpack is moulded onto the rear of the torso, which means that it's going to be, if you build the model all up without any sub-assemblies, you may very well have some issues. I might keep the backpack separate as much as I can so that it's easier to paint. But there's your Warpsmith. Let's have a look at the Chosen. And what I have here is some of my Chosen from the Dark Vengeance box set. let's have a look at the stature. So potentially, although that's squatting, let's see if we can find somebody. Potentially, I'm going to say that they could be a little bit taller. So there could be some size creep. So this is about the most upright version. And if I just pop him there like that. So his head is here, but the gorget, the rear of the gorget on the Space Marine armour comes almost to the top of this guy's head. So there looks like there's some size creep in this. But it looks like you also get plenty of options. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 different heads, helmeted heads. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bear heads. We have a chain axe, a force axe, a force sword, chainsaws. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I'm counting 3 chain swords. I've got 2 chain axes in actual fact. Nice tattered cloak for which will probably be the chosen champion. Trophy rack, great little trophy rack there, with a Primaris Space Marine helmet with a spike through it. So yeah, looking good. Some combi weapons as well. The usual mix of bolt pistols and bolters. We got 1, 2. I'm only counting 2 bolt pistols at the moment, 2 plasma pistols. 1, 2. Three, potentially 3 bog standard bolters. I'm looking at 2 combi weapons, which can obviously make up multiple combi weapons. We do have other bolters that seem to be possibly attached to the backpack with tentacles, etc. But yeah, loads of choice on there. Even if you don't have everything available. But that is the Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine sprue, and just obviously showing a little bit of potential size creep. And then obviously we just have the Forge Fiend or Mauler Fiend, which is a 2012 sculpt. So as you can see, a little bit more spaced out on the sprue, but should make up a quite nice little miniature. So there you have it. That is the Eldritch Omens box set. I will do some build videos for the various bits and pieces. Certainly for the Chaos Space Marines and the Rangers, etc. So looking at what we have, that's the Eldari and the Rangers, their Autarch, and plenty of plastic to go round. All right, join me in the next video and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.